Listen, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you can't hit the like button right now, it helps the channel. And then share the stream. Share it to your Facebook. Share it to your Twitter. Share it to your Twitch if you on that. Share it to your text message. Maybe somebody sitting around in the crib. Maybe they can get something out of this conversation. All right. All right. So we're gonna visit this, right? Let's talk about the N word. I just been seeing some things. People be sending me a couple things to visit. So I want to start with this here. You guys see this? With Halle Berry. So says her ex-husband called her the N-word. Is ashamed of her of daughter being half black. I thought they had more than one kid, no?
But it was two.
Yeah.
Denim and something else.
She had a little boy with somebody else.
Word. I feel sorry for her, man. Ever since Monsters Ball, her shit been going downhill. What's up? What y'all think about this? Seth, what you think about this?
What you think about this? I mean, you get what you get when you go outside your folks. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. I guess you could say, not nothing I can do, not nothing I condone with my folks. You know what I'm saying? But that's what folks doing out here. They out here venturing out to deal with that, basically. You know what I mean?
So you saying she did it to herself?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Wow.
Okay. Shan, what you think?
I don't know if I really have thoughts on that. I think there's any situation you're in related to a white person, there's an opportunity for them to call you the N-word because that's who they are. And they had a really bad breakup. So I'm wondering if he said that during their relationship or afterwards.
Does it make a difference?
See, that's weird because like I have an interracial family and I could see it slipping in a too comfortable situation. But not meaning it in like a trying to attack you type of way, like close quarters. They think it's okay to say it, or they said it, But after the fact, that's equivalent to calling her a bitch. It's just another way to like get at her or something.
So the white people in your family call you guys niggas?
No. I said I can see that happening. Because I have interracial in my family. I can see that happening behind closed doors. Has it ever happened? No. Has it ever slipped? I've never heard it. But I'm saying I could see it happening like in a joking way and not aggressive or something, like them using the word how we use it.
Ain't no
joking.
That's out.
No joking.
Ain't no joking way. If you say it, you meant that shit. Ain't no joking way. That's out.
Yeah, that would be.
To give an example of that, like a husband and wife, and it happens.
I don't need no examples. Shannon. That's out. That's out.
That's how he really felt at the end of the day. You don't slip out and say that. You really feel
I don't care what hood he from. That shit don't matter.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bub. What you think?
That's yo. I don't even rock with Halle. Halle is whack. Nah, I don't. Yo, any woman that beautiful that can't keep no man, yo, it's something wrong with you. Then you went to the other side late in the game. Woman, you out here wilding. Yo, you get what you asked for, man. Like, come on now. And if that man just recently came out and said that, that's how he always felt. I'm just keeping it a buck. Even though y'all got kids, that don't mean shit. Like, what could you have possibly said or done to him this late in the game for him to say that shit now? He was saying that shit earlier, trust. Or his family was saying that behind your back. And that shit just happened to come out of his mouth. You feel me? So she get what she asked for, man.
It's ill. My wife got a friend where she don't even go to her in-laws' house because of the racist, like, the undertones and whatnot.
Yeah, like it might not come from your spouse directly, but trust, most likely his family is talking behind your back and they sitting around kikiing, ha and talking about your fucking hairstyle, talking about your skin complexion, talking about how you ain't good enough for their family member, blase this, blase that.
Mm.
And eventually that shit gonna come out, and I guess it came out with him. So
Word. What you think, Tawana?
I understand. What I heard was Halle is a handful, right? However much a handful she is, that doesn't give him the right to use that word. I think they get comfortable because they're married to a black person and think that it's okay for them to make those kind of comments. You know what I mean? Or I'm married to you. You know I don't mean that, or you know I didn't mean it like you taking it. What up, my nigga? So.
I don't even play that, Tawana.
No, I don't play it either, but I'm saying I've seen it. I've seen it in the setting, and it threw me for a loop. So I questioned it, and they was like, that's how we do." I said, "Oh,
Oh no.
But that's the problem. They not setting no standard. They allowing that shit to happen. They should never allow that shit to happen. I don't care if you're married, you're my second,
right,
third cousin, whatever.
right,
No, that's some shit. You know, and it's
right,
certain shit that we need to know is just off limits regardless of the situation. I don't care how
right,
close we are. You know what I'm saying? I really don't get down with any of my friends that are white, the white friends that I have, my friends regardless. Because I mean, realistically, I try not to use the word itself as much as possible. I'll throw the ninja out there. I'll throw the spin on it as much as possible. Overall, I try, but not coming from them.
right."
Mm-hmm. Okay. Q, what's your thoughts? Her husband calling her a nigga, but the other point is he ashamed that his daughter's half black.
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, with the whole Halle situation, just sounds like some personal shit. I think that, it's not really a matter of race as much as it is ignorance, because there are people that are Caucasian who don't cross those lines. But I think that the ignorance comes into play in her situation with him, because he crossed that line with her and with his own child so easily. I don't think that the N-word is any different in that situation than her being called a bitch or anything else that's derogatory. As far as like the use of the N-word, I don't have a problem with it. Obviously, that's what I refer to my friends and some family members as. I use it as a term of endearment. I think that my issue with it when it comes to Black people is that we like to teeter on this gray area space where we'll use the word, but then we say, well, white people can't use it or this people can't use it. I feel like if you don't fuck with the word, you don't fuck with the word across the board. And if you fuck with the word, you fuck with the word across the board. I've had a Caucasian friend say to me, "What up, my nigga?" And I dapped him up. I know you disagree with that, but it's because I don't think that there is no difference in how he's using it, regardless of the color of his skin, in relation to how Black people use it. If a Black man, black as tar, blacker than black, called me a nigger and said it in a derogatory way, I would take it the same way that a white man would if he meant it. So it's really the intention behind it, the level of ignorance behind it. And I think that that's that gray area that I'm talking about, is once we give Black people the pass, a Black person could use it in the most disrespectful way, because we're saying, well, it's just for us. They can't use it. So now all of a sudden you got a problem. So you picking and choosing. So if you don't fuck with the word, just don't fuck with the word altogether. That's just me though.
Nay, what's your thought?
Hell to the no. Hell to the niggity no. There's never ever a time when I feel like a white person should be saying it. I'm sorry. Whenever they say it came from a place of being derogatory. I don't see where it could ever be like, oh, it's okay to say it. Like I personally, I don't like that.
for this man to say it to her. He clearly felt that way all the time. More than likely, he probably got with Halle because he saw her performance at Monsters Ball and was like, yeah, I want to mess with her. And she's not like a really dark-skinned black girl. So, I'm going to get with her. She light. So, and she can get it popping. I saw how she get down in Monsters Ball. That's probably what he wanted to do. He just wanted to say he got with Halle Berry. She's every man's fantasy. Well, not every man, but a lot of men's fantasy. That's probably how he really always felt. He didn't really want her. And then he probably slipped up and got her pregnant. It's like, damn, now I got her pregnant. I'm just saying.
Can we address the elephant in the room though?
Well, let me get Tawana in first. Then we can address the elephant. Tawana, what's your thoughts?
Somebody posted something that said, did she call him something first?
Yeah.
I saw that. I think that they watered down definitions of these words. Cracker, nigger, people have their watered down versions of them. And they use them just freely, and I seen white guys with dreads that play that role of, yo, what up, my homes? Yo, what up, nigga? And I've seen them do it on the basketball courts out in Brooklyn, Manhattan, West 4th Street, just watching them. And I was like, wow, that's where we are? That y'all are allowing this man, white boy, to call y'all niggas? And I asked them about it, and they said, we ain't got no problem with it. That's our homie. We talk like that around them. So you're giving them permission to have the same conversations, the same style of conversations. And that's how they see it. So me personally, I don't allow that. I'm not allowing that. I'm not allowing it. But I can't tell people how to move,
Yeah, that shit is.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that shit is, well, I'll reserve my opinion. Q, what's the elephant in the room?
I think the elephant in the room is that white people refer to black people as niggas all the time. Like, if we could be the fly on the wall in their homes, I'm pretty sure they call us niggers all the time.
Well, how is that the elephant? Why is that the elephant though?
Because so it's like people saying, well, that's probably how he felt about Halle the whole time. Well, yeah, there's no mystery there.
But the elephant would be, we see this big ass elephant, but we're not addressing it. We know that though.
Right. So then to say, well, he probably felt what way about her? Referred to her as a nigger? He just said it in whatever their situation moment was, but that's it. Some of your best white friends, coworkers, whoever, employers refer to, I'm pretty sure in their private quarters, refer to black people as niggers.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's no. So if you
gotta check them.
Huh?
If it comes, they might say it behind closed doors, but if it comes out in front of you, you have to check them immediately. That's how I feel. I check them immediately.
Yes, because you're giving them permission to be able to
that goes back to my original point. Nobody's not saying don't check them, but then it's like the message that I think we're sending when we say white people cannot use the word, but black people can. The message that we're sending is that if a black man used the same term to be putting you down, you're not going to say nothing because that's your nigga.
That's not true in all cases. That's not true.
So then I don't understand.
I'm just speaking for myself. Like, I don't have anybody in my circle that's N-wording me to death because they already know what type of time I'm on. Like, I'm not on it like that. You know what I'm saying? If you Caucasian saying it in front of me, I'm gonna have to check you. I had to do it in a public setting 2 years ago at the casino. I stopped the whole game. I said, hold up. No, you're not going to be saying the N-word in front of me. Then homeboy tried to justify it by saying like, nah, yo, I'm just like you. I'm from the hood too. So he looking at me. I'm guessing based off the way I'm dressed, he think I'm from the hood. So I had to check him on that too. I'm like, nah, motherfucker, I'm not from the hood. We not from the same place. I'm not from the hood. Don't say that around me. And his woman was with him. Shit got wild, silent, and awkward. But you know what? I don't care. And I know in that situation right then and there, he ain't a real man because he let me check him in front of his woman, and he bowed down like a little bitch. So
I guess my question for everybody who opposes the use of the word, what is it that makes you defend it with one race over another race? Because we would also say Puerto Ricans and Hispanics and etc. are also allowed to use the N-word. Is that right? And half of them racist than a motherfucker.
I just want to go back and comment, sorry, Q, on the Halle Berry things. I didn't get to comment on it. I don't think that was, I'm almost certain that wasn't his first time calling her out of her name, the N-word, a bitch, whatever it is, or the child. I'm sure there was a lot of microaggressions that he displayed prior to them even having children. And it sounds like, remember, Halle Berry is a biracial woman. And I think, and I'm curious to know if Halle Berry was the acceptable type of Black woman because she had a white mother. But then when you got pissed off and she was whatever the case is, it's kind of like, oh, there's her Black side right there. She's a nigger, like our daughter is this. So I don't think him saying the N-word or calling their daughter that occurred right in the heat of the moment as the first time. I feel like there was a lot of microaggressions that took place prior to, so it should not have been a surprise. And when you knew or maybe she wasn't aware of the microaggressions that took place, but you had a child with him. And now his deep-rooted feelings are coming out because he's upset in the heat of the moment going on with their divorce when it occurred. So I just wanted to say that in regards to the Halle Berry piece.
My bad, Alex.